Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a Crimson lobby. We did it. We finally hit Crimson on our journey, our road to Iridescent solo queue. We're almost there, man. We're on the Crimson, and yeah, I got there, to be fair, I got there quicker than I expected, so I'm very happy with the progress. Thank you guys for the support on the channel, man. You guys have been absolutely killing it recently. Let's break down the gameplay and show you guys how a Crimson lobby looks like on a standard day, man. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not pretty, man. It's not easy. The lobbies get very difficult as the games go on, and this was a good gameplay to kind of show you exactly how the lobbies look like. So let's push through here. Now P1 is very mixy as always. I'm just going to try to push through, and what I'm trying to do in this situation here is I'm trying to control the map, trying to control the kill feed, and just see if we can get a swing of things here, see if we can transform the map into our possession. Going to go through. This guy's weak. We're going to slide across, and you know what, man, two of them actually came together there. I wasn't expecting that, but I wanted you to notice my movement there. To be honest, if it was a 1v1, I think I win that, but just because I got him weak. Now what I like to do is, with the new sliding mechanic, is once I get somebody weak, I like to kind of slide across, especially if it's like a corridor like you saw there, something like that, like a passage or a corridor way, where it's just kind of very easy to finesse and camera them. That is what I tried to do, but because there was two of them there, you guys know how quick the TTK is on this game, man. Honestly, it's ridiculous that they could just kill me that quick. But going through to P2, my teammates got on the hill here, so I'm going to go through the back, try to make sure that this area is safe. And yeah, now we're just literally trying to lock down this orange area, this bottom PD. I'm just trying to make sure that this area is safe for our team to kind of push through, get control of the hill. And to be honest, I felt like I was a bit lost at this point. I'll be honest with you guys. You see, we got 0 kills so far, and it's very important for me to show these kind of moments as well, not just the highlights, because sometimes it happens, man. Some of my pacing is kind of all over the place. I don't really know my timings, and I'm just trying to find my footing into the game, and this is one of those examples. 15 seconds left. The main important thing here is my teammates are doing their job. They are frying, and yeah, we're going to try to get some scrap time again. There isn't really a need for me to be here, to be honest, going all the way around, but it worked out okay. We managed to get the, the last 15 seconds. I'm not really sure why the opponents left that. That's quite a lot of time to leave for scrap, so we were able to get about 10 seconds there. My teammates are fighting for the rotation, and once again, this P3 is going to be so important. We spawn on this kind of orange side. We're going to push through the stairs. I got up the stairs here. The guy's waiting in the corner. Now, although we did die to him, I made him slightly weak, so I was hoping my teammate could get the trade, but he just absolutely fried everyone involved, man. That's a 3-piece. We're going to go through. Now, I know they're going to be spawning across me, right? Like, literally opposite this lane here, so I'm waiting for somebody to cross into the open, and there's one. We make him slightly weak. Now, what I'm trying to do is just trying to cut a different lane here, trying to be a bit of a nuisance, go through basically their side. I spot a guy in the top here, going to go through, use our equipment, center onto one, we take him out, jump around the corner, going to go up the stairs here, and this guy's just behind me, man. Again, my timing's all over the place, and I'm getting quite frustrated, man. We're like 3 hard points in, I've got 1 kill, and the luck doesn't get any better, man. Right here, we see we go through the left, we get absolutely fried. I'm telling you guys, man, Crimson lobbies not treat me well so far, but I want you guys to stay patient with me, and I want to show you guys how I definitely changed the game up and where it starts to happen. To be honest, I don't think it's this hill. I think the next hill I started to get back into the swing of things, but that's okay, because we can show you guys, I can show you guys how things happened, what I changed, and maybe what I should have done a bit earlier. So we go through, there's a guy at the back here. Now, when I'm playing like this and I'm on like 1 kill after like 4 hard points, I am desperately trying to find some kills, trying to get any confidence I can, and you can see I'm not really playing my best, obviously, but from the scoreline as well. But even a situation like that, like normally if I'm playing with confidence, I'm taking a different gunfight there. That gunfight with a submachine gun isn't a gunfight you want to be taking. So we're going to go through. The second guy's there, and that's a challenge that I'm definitely going to have in my confidence locker now. So that challenge right there, and I always talk about this, but Call of Duty is such a confidence game. It's like right there, me winning that gunfight, it just gave me slightly bit more confident in my game puzzle. You know what? Okay, I can keep up with these guys. If I can get a bit more consistent, if I can get a bit more, a few more gunfights under my belt here, we should be good to go. So, and another really positive factor here is I'm playing terrible right now, and we're up by about 40 points. So what that means is, if I individually can step up the game here, man, we should be good to go. So we're going to go through, we're going to try to push through the front of the hill. This hill is very difficult to break. Now, what I'm noticing is, as I'm trying to break the hill, there's so many angles and spots that I'm not really checking, and my opponents are sitting in. So what that says is that I'm playing some very creddy players. Obviously, they're quite talented. They're in Crimson. They're obviously very good players, but they're very creddy. So they're playing in kind of corners I'm not used to checking. So something I need to adapt in the second half of the game here. Going to push through, chuck our stun in. The stun does hit a trophy system, which is absolutely fine with me, because what that means is my grenade should hopefully get some damage off if it breaks a trophy, which is exactly what happened. We push through. I'm watching the back here. My teammates are in the hill. I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. 3 go down, and this is where we start to step up here. So again, I'm trying to play very confident. I'm trying to play with some confidence. I I'm trying to just build any accolades I can in this game to help me build those confidence up. So going through this hard point, there's a guy on the right here, so we're going to hold our pre-aim, hold our trigger, we take out one. Now automatically, just as a kind of instinct thing, what I normally do is if I'm approaching one of the doors, you see we get a kill there, I normally watch the other door just to make sure that, you know, nobody else pushes me. And those 3 kills there, that triple kill has really given me more confidence. We're going to go through, I'm going to play an off angle. That off angle there was literally the other side of the door. He slid in, I heard him running through, so we were able to take him out. And I don't know what's happened, but the whole game is shifted in my head. I've now got a precision airstrike. We're halfway through the game, you know, and I'm feeling very, very confident. And what I realized is what's been working for me. So normally I'm quite an aggressive player, but to be honest, a lot of the gunfights I just got for this streak were more me just holding my L trigger, holding the pre-aim, letting the opponents come to me. So I've essentially used my opponent's pacing to my advantage, and this is very, very important. I'm always trying to be the aggressive player in all my videos, as you guys know. I'm always one trying to make the plays, be the aggressor. That's literally why I run dead silence with an assault rifle. I just want to be making plays, making flanks. But in this moment, I was like, you know what? That's not working. That's clearly not working for me, because what's happening is when I was running, I was getting caught off guard so many times. So I was like, okay, instead of being the guy that's running around the map, why don't I be the guy waiting for the opponents? Like, it does depend on your opponent. So going into this game, I wasn't going to be like, right, I'm going to be playing very passive, waiting for my opponents. It definitely depended on the situation. And here's another example. Normally, I would probably jump and attack this guy, but I was like, no, let me play patient. Let me watch the crosshair. I've got an AR to work with and a Vel 46, and you're going to see exactly how this one plans out. We're up by about 40 points here. We're going to take our time. We get one, bring out the TAC 56. Again, I'm not playing impatient. I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to watch this cross, be the first guy for defense. We get a massive 2-piece, and now I'm like, okay, just because they know I'm probably there, it's time to reposition, play a different angle, and I'm like, you know what, let me go behind them, and now we can start to cut the lane. So I'm definitely mixing up my game plan here, and I think it's very, very important. No matter what level you are, if you're like bronze to all the way up to gold, or up to crimson, whatever level you are, I think it's very important to change your playstyle, and this is one of the perfect scenarios. So you see I'm on a 10 kill streak. Now, kills is obviously not everything, right? My main point isn't that, oh, I'm on a merciless, I must be frying. No, because I've definitely slowed down my pacing. But my main kind of point there was I went from 0 kills to a 10 kill streak. Now, something must have changed. And I think what I'm trying to get to you guys is if you guys can make that change, no matter whether it's increasing or you know, decreasing your pacing, whatever the change may be, if you guys can get to that change as quick as possible and turn the game around, I think that's when you'll find the most success. Because don't get me wrong, there's so many times like you saw in this game, the first half of the hill, where my timing was just all over the place. My pacing was just too aggressive. I was pushing lanes by myself. So I decided to switch things up, maybe about P5, I would say, P5, P6. Now my aim is to get every single person that's watching this video to be able to switch up their game plan when it's not working, but not switch it up too early that you don't give it time to kind of settle in. So that's very, very important, and I think that comes with repetition. The more you play, the more you kind of understand the situation. And me personally, I was like, right, that hill is a very good one. As soon as I got that 3-piece, picked up the TAC 56, the rest was history for me. I think it was very beneficial for me to pick up the assault rifle as well, because I think it allowed me to play a bit more slower, because I was running the Vaznev. I was playing a bit more of a pace that I wasn't really comfortable with in that moment, especially against opponents that kind of, you know, were just holding different angles and making it very, very difficult for me to push through. But now we're in a great spot, up by about 85 points. We're going to push through again. A gunfight like that I probably wouldn't have got at the beginning of the game, but it just goes to show how important confidence really is and how it does impact your gameplay. So we're going to go through. There's a guy there on the hill. Going to back off. Now what I'm trying to do is just trying to get any kind of gunfights here. My aim was all over the place, absolutely missing every shot possible. We're up by 85 points here. Now with 45 seconds to go, I'm really just thinking about the rotation. I know that they can't really win off this hard point, so all I'm thinking about is getting a bit of time and prioritizing the rotation. My teammates are through the left-hand side, so I'm going to go through the right, try to pinch it, try to be that distraction for my team. You see, we go in by ourselves, and it's a great challenge, man. Again, a challenge I definitely would not have won in the beginning of the game. But we go through, my teammates get 2. Now with 25 seconds left, I'm like, you know what, I could push this. I probably shouldn't. I probably should rotate, so I'm just going to try something. We don't have a lot of time to work with. This is really important. If you're in a situation like this and you're playing exactly how I'm playing, do not push the back of the hard point. It's very, very important. The reason why you don't want to push the back is because of spawns, squad spawns, wherever the spawns is on this game, right? If you push the back of this hard point now and your opponents rotate, you're essentially going to be giving your team bad spawns, and that happens in so many games I've seen when I'm breaking out subscriber gameplays or when I watch that lower level gameplays. That is one of the biggest kind of things I see from maybe, I would say, gold and below, is that, I'm not saying it's you guys, but maybe people you play with or just overall, like, people don't understand spawns. So what they normally do is they just push the old hard point, they kind of just see the hill and they just run towards it. And against any player that knows any knowledge of spawns, what they're going to do is rotate, out rotate you, they're going to give you, what, 5 to 10 seconds of the scrap time, and they're going to hold 40 to 50 of the new hardpoint. So you don't want to get caught in that cycle. Now, we kind of got caught in this cycle, I'll be honest, and I'm part to blame. As I mentioned, I pushed the old hardpoint. Now, if you're going to push for scrap time with about 20 seconds left, I think you have to fully commit. You have to either go and get the scrap time, or you challenge them, you die, and you rotate. What I did is I kind of half-assed it. I kind of half-rotated, half-pushed the hill, and that didn't really give me any benefit. I didn't get any kills on the rotation. My teammates died, and they ended up getting so much time on that hill and the next hill that it just really wasn't in the interest of my team. So looking back at that, definitely something I probably should have done differently. But we're back to P1, and we've given them so much time on this hill. And as I spoke about confidence, confidence is definitely one to be taken here. When you kind of go up by 100 points, you start to put your foot off the gas. If your opponents start to come back like you're seeing now, this is one for the confidence. My opponent is going to be feeling themselves. They're going to be playing very, very confidently. And what you want to do is you want to shut down any aggression they have, any confidence they have. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to play in orange, play in PD, and I'm just trying to stop any confidence I think my opponents have. So we go through, we get one. I know they're going to be spawning on the right. We spot this guy. We've got dead silence. We're going to push through. That's a two-piece. And I'm like, right, this guy's in the hill by himself. We don't want to give them too much time, mate. So we're going to go through using some movement to our advantage. We get a massive kill, basically a three-piece. We're going to hold the hill for slightly longer. Now, every second here is very, very crucial. When the game is this close, you want to make sure it goes your way. So 215 to 207, I was like, right, let me go towards the hill here. And I spot somebody on my left, so I'm trying to snake this going towards them. There's a guy at the back. I think he's by himself. We get the stun off. Going to jump around the corner. We take him out, turn around. The guy gets a trade. But you know what? We're in a good spot where the game's even. Obviously, should not be. We were up by 100 points. A terrible play. But we have control of the right side of the map. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I actually prefer this side of the map to hold it from. Besides, like, pushing through tennis court is the worst play in my opinion. It's so difficult to hold, where if you have this right side where all the trucks are and stuff, you just have so much support, so many angles. I think it's a lot easier to hold the hill. So you see my teammates are doing a good job right now, and in my head and on the minimap, I'm looking at the time, I'm trying to work out the score. I'm like, right, there's 31 seconds left. They essentially need 32 seconds. What that means is they're not going to win on this hard point. And right there, that was an example of clutching up, playing with confidence. We get a really big kill, and then the second guy was kind of head glitching. Instead of, like, you know, letting go of my aim, I held my pre-aim in, and I was able to take the second guy out. Now, this teammate in front of me, this guy is doing exactly what I said not to do. He's holding spawns for no reason. He's not giving me any heal time, and he's essentially spawning us out for the next hard point. So if we lose a game now, I'm going to have words with this guy, man. He's absolutely trolling. But luckily enough, my teammate gets two. I'm going to go through him. We go through the back here because I was like, right, I've got a precision airstrike. We're going to push through. We actually get a really good angle. We take out one. They actually got caught lacking there, so we're going to go through. We're going to chuck a precision over. And now my main objective here is we only need 9 seconds. So hopefully this precision can distract them for a few seconds. We get one wave of kills, and the game is ours. So we're going to push through. I'm going to go to the bottom, waiting, trying to get my timing perfectly. We actually get some good shots off. Now, although I didn't kill him, again, we only need a few seconds here. So what I've done is I've basically distracted the opponent, so he has to push them now. And just like that, they can't actually win off this hill. So I'm looking at the scoreboard. I'm like, right, all we essentially need to do is contest for like a second and have the rotation. And that's exactly what we do. The grenade goes through. I'm going to wait here because we can play it a bit patient here. As I said, we're in control of the situation. We only need 2 seconds to win. And my teammate goes massive. Even if we didn't win in that situation, I would have just held the rotation. But we ended up winning anyways because my teammates went massive with a massive 3-piece. And we ended up taking that game. Now, that was a very difficult lobby, but look at the score, look at the kills. I managed to get over a minute in hill, and I managed to keep up. I just dropped just under 30 kills. Now, my teammate was frying, you see, with 39 and 36, but I want you guys to remember, for the first maybe 4 hard points, I didn't even get a kill, and it's very important to adjust your pacing and switch things up, and you see we end up 29 to 20. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.